Hi, hi, hi. So today I wanted to talk about toxic relationships, toxic people that are in our life, and how difficult that can be to start to remove toxic relationships from your life. The reason it's so difficult, a lot of times there's somebody that's very close to us, that we've loved for a very long time, that we feel loyalty, we're impacted by society, that no matter who this person is, if it's toxic, we just kind of need to get over it because there are, mom, dad, sister, brother, grandparent, cousin, whatever, and that we need to stay loyal to them. But I'm here to tell you, you don't. Who you need to stay loyal to is yourself, okay? And so I made this little list. And so, especially with the holidays being around right now, I feel like it's more relevant than ever to talk about this and just kind of plant some seeds and some ideas for you on how to self-evaluate and how much of yourself that you might be giving to a toxic relationship. So here we go with my list. Let's see. I wrote down 7 ideas, okay? So give up the desire to change them. For those of us that feel like we are helpers, we can certainly, if we just go one more time while they're in crisis, we can be the change agent for them. But I have a news flash for you. You can't. You can't change them. That has to be within their self. So no matter how much of yourself you dump into them, you cannot change them. And that's sometimes very hard to realize. We feel like we're abandoning people. If we don't answer the call, if something happens, that's our fault. Just that we need to maintain those relationships. But I think what you need to recognize is how much of yourself you're taking away to give to them. Okay, so until they're ready and put some effort forth to change their toxic behavior, you don't have to do that. You have to give up your desire that you can be the one to save them, okay? Number 2, don't let them cross your line. So you deserve to be able to build boundaries and barriers and safety nets for yourself, for your own mental health, for your own well-being, for your own desires, your own happiness. You deserve that. And sometimes that's a hard concept to come by. Most of us just think, I need to pour everything I have into someone else. I can't protect myself. That's selfish. And it's not. And if you don't learn to draw a line, if you don't learn yourself well enough to draw a safety line, you will let them back in every single time. You will let them take from you. Okay? Another thing that I kind of noted under this is what happens when we don't draw that line is we allow for them to literally snip away at us. We dump into them to try to make them happy over and over and over again. And the fact of the matter is, you have to determine how much are you going to tolerate. What are you going to tolerate? What are the definitions of healthy behavior, healthy relationships, healthy interactions for you? It has to be your definition. And then you draw that line and you stick to it. You are not 911. So a lot of times in these toxic relationships and interactions, we get called on in crisis. I need you right now. I need you to come right now. I need this response from you right now. I need help right now. And you're not 911, okay? So you've got to stop being their crisis prevention. You've got to stop responding every single time with more attention and engagement for their manipulation to suck you back in. You're not 911. Where are your thoughts? So if you're focusing on being sad and angry that a relationship had to end or how you were treated or how they keep coming back at you and ruining your day, you need to take your thoughts and shift them. You need to not let them empty your emotional bank. You should not be in the hole over someone else. Number 5, get to know you. My little guy's gonna say hi. You're out here? Okay. Get to know you. Toxic people often shine a light on what we already feel our flaws or weaknesses about ourselves. And that somehow wraps us back up. And it has us feel defeated and not strong enough to stand up against them or say no or say, I'm not going to be your 911. But if you get to know yourself and you know those points that they're going to go after and you accept that and you commit to personal development, you will be able to shut off that light so much easier. It's almost like, tell me something I don't know. Nice try, tell me something I don't know. But you'll become so confident in other positive aspects of yourself that they can try to shine that light all day on a weakness and it doesn't matter to you anymore. Okay? Number 6. This one's my favorite. Tantrums of the toxic. So often when we start to pull back and not give that energy and attention and response, their behaviors become bigger and they literally will throw tantrums. They will say hurtful things. They will come at you. I've been in your life forever. They will try to pull every heartstring, manipulate every conversation, hold something over your head. They up the ante. And it's up to you to decide if you're going to match their bet. You don't have to. You do not have to. Let them take their tantrum somewhere else. Let them take their antics and their antes somewhere else. Because for you, you're vibrating up. You're working on yourself. You're working on healthy boundaries. You're working on healthy relationships. And you're vibrating up. And I'm going to tell you how this universe works. People in your life will either vibrate up or they will vibrate out. And so let them take their tantrum and vibrate it out. Okay? Last one. It's hard to let go. I think this is probably the most important one. It is hard to let go of relationships because of the things we talked about in the beginning, whether that is, a belief in your subconscious that you owe that person, loyalty is this, family above all else, whatever that belief system is that was implanted probably before you were even 7 years old, keeps us tied. And it becomes this internal conflict between, I know what I need right now to stay healthy, happy, vibrate higher, attract things into my life that are going to make a difference, and the subconscious yip yap of, you might know that you want to be happy, but you still have to stay in this relationship because you're a loyal person. Whatever that belief system is that is in your subconscious is going to try to keep you tied there. So you got to do some work, guys. If you're going to try to back out and cut off and draw a solid line of, I'm no longer going to entertain toxic interactions and toxic relationships. It is okay to do it. Okay? So this is me cheersing you to removing some toxicity, taking some steps, and recognizing your worth to do that. Okay? Do it, do it, do it.